Their large head, equipped with a pair of semicircular horns and a prominent ridge at the back, makes them unmistakable. Another important distinguishable feature is the white stockings on their legs. Though massive, they are at the top in the tiger's menu. Mammals are everywhere. There are some mammals specially designed to spend most of their time on trees. They are called arboreal mammals. Look on the branch above. It is a macaque giant squirrel. It's a typical rodent-like rat. They are swift and agile on trees, and the speed in which they move about on trees is truly amazing. Have you ever heard a call like this? Oh, don't get frightened. It's the usual call of a barking deer, also known as the Indian moonjang. They are mostly herbivores, but opportunities and compulsions sometimes make them scavenge on leftovers of carrion. It has a pair of upper carrion teeth that looks like tusks, which is often used for defense. Deciduous forests are generally a paradise for birds. Look at this long-tailed bird. It is aptly known as the paradise flycatcher. It's a member of the flycatcher family which specializes catching insects in flight. The typical fly with a tail following it is really fabulous to see. Not all birds are easy to see. Here is a skulker, the Indian pitta. It spends most of the time on the forest floor or under dense undergrowth, foraging on insects in leaf litter. It has long and strong legs, a very short tail, and a stout bill. They are extremely colorful and unmistakable. Among birds, there are some which are highly specialized in catching fish. They have been named perfectly as kingfishers. Look at the one in front of you. It's the white-throated kingfisher. They are typical kingfishers and have a large red bill. This species mainly hunts large crustaceans, insects, earthworms, rodents, snakes, fish, and sometimes frogs. They nest inside hollow of earth cuttings or in the banks of rivers with a 3-foot tunnel entrance. Close to the domestic fowls are the grey jungle fowls. Look at the one feeding on the forest floor. Grey jungle fowls are endemic to India and is more or less confined to the peninsular India. The red wattle on either sides, the comb on the head, and the sickle-shaped tail of the male distinguishes it. It will be true if we say ambience of the dawn will not be complete without the power of the grey jungle fowl. Close relative of the magpie robin and a perfect forest dweller is the white-rumped shama. Take a close look on the bamboo. Yes, it's a white-rumped shama, an amazing songster. Its capability to mimic sounds of other birds and animals is unparalleled. It is generally shy and becomes active during twilight hours. They are natives of South Asian countries including India and Sri Lanka. Any medium-sized bird in yellow always reminds us of an oriole. What you are seeing now is the Indian oriole. The male is golden yellow in color with a black eye stripe extending behind the eye. A major population of these birds are resident to India and others are migratory. The green-winged bird you are watching now is the emerald dove. It is a state bird of Tamil Nadu. The beautiful emerald green on the wings with a bluish-white eyebrow and a chocolate neck and breast distinguishes it. Its flight is fast with regular wing beats, and their dashing flight through the forest cover is simply amazing. Look at these little beauties. They are one of the most amazing group of insects coming under the order Lepidoptera, which includes the butterflies and the moths. Butterflies are diurnal and they live on nectar. There are hundreds of species found here, and this is the representative species called the chocolate pansy. It's a member of the Nymphalidae family and is not an exclusive forest species. Among the group of reptiles, one of the most remarkable and an expert in deception is the Indian chameleon. Chameleons are distinguished by their two-toed opposable legs. They are separately mobile, stereoscopic eyes. Their very long, highly modified, rapidly extrudable tongues is exclusive to its clan. They are extremely sluggish in their movements, but their ability to change colors according to their surroundings becomes the key to their survival. There are many life forms which we hardly notice when we trek through the forest. Some of them attract us due to their shape and color. One such organism is the bracket fungi or shelf fungi. They are among the many group of fungi that comprise the phylum Basidiomycota. They produce shelf or bracket-shaped rooting bodies called pongs that lie in a close planar grouping of separate or interconnected horizontal rows. They are robust and often semicircular in shape. Look at this tiny insect. It's a beetle. Beetles are everywhere, and they form one of the largest order called Coleoptera, which means sheath-winged in Greek. There are over 4 lakh species of beetles, and many new species are being discovered frequently. Spiders also form a major group among the class Arachnida. Spiders comprise a major part of this group. Among spiders, the one you are seeing now on the tree trunk is a tiger spider or a bird-eating spider. Its size and color, hairy appearance, and ambushing nature must be the reason why it's called a tiger spider. Many invertebrates make their appearance in the cover of darkness. Here is a typical example, a scorpion. It's an arthropod and belongs to the class called Arachnida, comprising of over 1 lakh named species. They are predatory animals and possess 8 legs and are easily recognized by the pair of grasping claws and a narrow segmented forward-facing tail curved over its back. Look at this strange object. It's a honeycomb. This mass of hexagonal wax cells where the whole generation of bees thrive. Honeybees transform nectar collected from flowers into honey by a process of regurgitation and evaporation. They store it as a primary food source in wax honeycombs inside the beehive. Have a close look inside the rock cavity. It's a salt. They are found in most of the undisturbed forest areas. This is the only species of bear found in the peninsular India. It is omnivorous and feeds mainly on termites. Honey is its favorite food. Wherever there are honeycombs, bears are attracted to it. In spite of the hardship of bee sting, the bears relish feeding on honey. Forests are home to one of our most successful and stealthy predator, the leopard. Leopards inhabit any habitat where their prey is plentiful. These spotted cats are highly camouflaged in their shadowy forest clothes where they prey on small mammals as big as spotted deer or a barking deer. When food availability is scarce, they even resort to feeding on smaller mammals and birds. Now let's see the richness of the evergreen forest. Evergreen forests are rich for its flora and fauna. Inside the dense cover of vegetation, there are amazing creatures, but seeing them is extremely difficult. See on the branch above. It's a lion-tailed macaque, a highly endangered member of the primate family. The lion-like tail and the hair at the tips have earned its name, the lion-tailed macaque. Fruits of Bulinia hexarelata is its favorite food. Forest which holds good population of these trees sustain a good population of these macaques. What you now see is the Nilgiri marten, an extremely rare mammal found in the evergreen tracts of Western Ghats. It's a small civet-like animal and a member of the weasel family. They are terrestrial as well as arboreal predators feeding on rats, birds and small mammals. The Nilgiri marten is the only species of marten found in southern India. It occurs in the hills of Nilgiris and parts of the Western Ghats. They are extremely rare to see. Bats are generally synonymous to life of the dark. There are several species of bats that live in and around us, of which some of them are insectivorous and some fruit eaters. Have a look at this strange little creature. It is the rarest of the rare bat, known as Sarimani's fruit bat. As the name suggests, they are fruit eaters. They were first discovered in the year 1948 and later surveys reveal their patchy distribution in various localities in the Western Ghats. Many species of mammals are adapted to live in the dark. What you see on the tree is a brown palm civet, a member of the Viveridae family. They are perfectly nocturnal and are inhabitants of the evergreen forest. They are arboreal predators feeding on rats, birds, snakes, and even dead organic waste. Very often during the fruiting season, they resort to feeding on fruits of trees and become instrumental for their dispersal. Look at this snake near the rock. Among the group of reptiles, the most disliked group are snakes. Among snakes, some are poisonous and many are non-poisonous. But the general shape and movement of any snake or a snake-like reptile causes aversion, which leads anyone to end up in eliminating the reptile. There are several species of snakes which comes in attractive colors and sizes. All birds are not small. There are a few large birds that inhabit our evergreen forest. One such bird is a great Indian hornet. Have Pablo is one of the largest birds found in our forests. Their impressive size and color have made them important in many tribal cultures and rituals. They are prominently frugivores, although they are opportunists and will prey on small mammals, reptiles, and birds. In spite of their size, they nest inside tree hollows where they conceal their female until young ones come out. In contrary to the size of the hornbill, here comes one of the smallest, the black and orange flycatcher, an endemic species found in the Negroes and Palmares and in the central and southern Western Ghats. The combination of orange and black makes this bird exceptionally beautiful. They are specialized to catch insects in flight and hence the name. Tit-pies are common in most remote areas. There are two species, the rufous and the white-bellied. Here is a white-bellied creeper, a graceful bird with a long tail. The white and black combination with a mustard wash on its wings makes it one of the most beautiful birds in our forest. Look at this bird with an orange-red beak and legs. It's a black bulbul. They are found in most of the high altitude forests of southern India, Himalayas, and in many South Asian countries. Black bulbuls feed mainly on seeds and insects, and they are often seen in small groups, either roosting or flying about in search of food. What you are seeing now is the black basa. It is one of the most beautiful species among the birds of prey. They generally move about in groups, hunting for small prey in open clearings in forests. In southern India, this species is regularly reported as a winter visitor. This species is found in Southeast Asia and parts of Southern Asia. Woodpeckers are the strangest among birds as they move about from vertical tree trunks. This is a white-bellied woodpecker found in the evergreen forests of tropical Asia, including the Indian subcontinent and Southeast Asia. They are among the largest of Asiatic woodpeckers and nest in large dead trees, often beside rivers. Their drumming on hollow tree trunks can be heard far away. Look at this nocturnal bird, the Oriental grey owl. It's a medium-sized bird usually found in evergreen tracts of western Ghats. It is completely nocturnal and becomes active after dusk hours. This species is distributed throughout Southeast Asia. It has a heart-shaped face with ear-like extensions. See this colorful butterfly. It is a line butterfly. It is one of the largest and the most widely distributed butterfly in the world. It is found in the savannas, gardens, evergreen and semi-evergreen forests. Butterflies and moths are members of the same order Lepidoptera. Butterflies take the daytime slot in foraging, whereas the moths move about during the night time with some exceptions. Moths form a major species diversity among Lepidoptera, which also includes micro moths of insignificant sizes. See this moth in the front. It is the Atlas moth. It is the largest among the group of moths which belong to the Saturnidae family. See this strange creature. It is the mantis. They are the tigers of the insect world. They prey on other insects using the waiting game strategy. The mantis usually holds the prey with one arm between the head and thorax and the other on the abdomen, then starts devouring it alive. There are over 2,400 listed species around the world. Among the world of plants, members of the Orchidaceae family have attracted people due to their attractive flowers. Take a look onto the tree. It is an orchid. There are several species of orchids living in different niches, and they have been categorized as terrestrial, epiphytic, and lithophytic. See these strange-looking organisms. They are the lichens. They inhabit rocks, trees, and anything they can anchor on. A lichen is not a single organism. It's a stable symbiotic association between a fungus and algae. Like all fungi, lichen fungi require carbon as a source of food. This is provided by a symbiotic algae. Look at this green frog. It's a Malabar gliding frog. It's a large-sized frog seen in moist localities. The deep red membrane between the toes and fingers is a key to its identity. They are inhabitants of most of the evergreen and wet forests. They can glide short distances from tree to tree, taking advantage of the membrane between the toes and fingers. This cryptic-looking creature of the forest floor is the rare and endangered Cochin forest cane turtle. This turtle inhabits dense evergreen forests, presumably at lower elevations. It was finally rediscovered in 1982 after 70 years. What you have seen here is only the tip of an iceberg. Any place we move about is a habitat of many organisms, and it can be a lifelong quest if we start taking interest in knowing them. A myriad of life forms exist in this world in various shapes, sizes, and forms. Some are colorful, some weird, some strange, some hurting. All seems to be born in the same cradle of earth. Let's appreciate and protect these living legacies for our next generation